Hello everyone. Today is 11/28/2021 and this is a residential housing project progress update for the KB Homes Crestline housing project, and also it covers the Aventine housing project. So as you can see, this housing project progress doesn't appear to be moving too far. It appears to be in the same status, but in fact it's not this. That's not the case. There's substantial amount of land digging and drilling and dirt moving back and forth. This housing project is going on at a very rapid pace, I should say, and we shouldn't underestimate the amount of work that has been done and is being done every single day. This is a very difficult task. This is a time-consuming and really difficult, hard task. So it seems like there isn't much done, but they basically leveled the ground and they made it ready for the base foundation of the homes. Now at the moment there aren't any foundation layouts because they're still leveling the ground. They aren't done yet, but slowly and surely it's coming along great. And you see these rocks, every single pieces of these gray rocks that you see were actually pulled out using jackhammers, and one of these heavy equipments were retrofitted with a jackhammer on the tip, which was actually doing the digging and the digging and removing and breaking the rocks, because most of this housing project area had hard surface, rocky bed and whatnot. The center, as I mentioned earlier, the center is protected area, and all these green reeds, the creek will remain green, and it's also a part of the Spring Valley Wildlife Refuge. It has a water channel sourced by 3 springs, because of which the street is called Sweetwater Springs Boulevard. The water is sourced from these springs, and I have a separate documentary about these springs, including the history of the spring and the person who first discovered it and who was selling the water from these springs for medicinal use. Now, the fact whether it did or didn't have any effect medicinally, we don't know, but that's what the history says, and you can watch the documentary if you're interested. This pile of dirt that has been accumulated here, these are temporary, and all these big trucks and bulldozers pile these up in order to make room for foundation building and all that. So this is going to be leveled again. It's not going. The houses are not going to be built on top of this pile of dirt at such high elevations. So right here is where I noticed the name, which is Crestline Housing Project, financed by KB Homes. Crestline is the name of the housing project, and KB Homes is the builder's name, as you know. KB Homes is known for their high quality housing. I used to have a KB Homes home in San Marcos, and they don't cut corners. Everything is done according to the code and the California housing code and building code. Now, I'm not paid by any of the builders. This is a voluntary non-profit work that I do to update my dear neighbors about this housing project progress. And this is not a biased, or I should say builder financed video. This is independently shot video. Right here, earlier I mentioned that they have dug the ground very, very deep to such a lower level, nearly to the level of the actual creek at the bottom. And I realized later that's because they are building a barrier wall to prevent landslide. And that barrier wall required them to go down deep in order to have a good support for the houses up top. So that's the reason why they had to come that low. The barrier wall will basically hold the dirt or together on top of which they're going to build the homes. As you can see here at the bottom of the footage, right this second, as you can see at the bottom, that is the barrier wall. And right now it only appears to be maybe 5 to 6 feet tall, and I'm sure they're going to make it taller. Now I don't know if they're going to build homes at such low levels as the barrier walls are, or if they're going to increase the height of the barrier wall to maybe 20-30 feet. I'm not sure, but it appears to be it appears to be that is the plan, to have a barrier wall there. Okay, so this right here is the source of water, which is the Sweetwater Springs. This side of the project has a lot more progress. As you can see, there used to be a big pile of dirt, like a little hill, and now they have already leveled all of it, and they're leveling it even further, because it's still not fully leveled. As I can see, it still has ups and downs and requires some more touch up. These rocks that you see, these gray rocks that has been chipped off of the land using jackhammers, kept us awake every morning at 7 a.m. when they were starting to drill. So although they had no choice, they had to do this, but the whole neighborhood was shaking while they're doing this. And this heavy equipment that you see, I don't know if that, I call it a bulldozer or a crane, and this is the one that was retrofitted with the jackhammer in order to pull these. Despite the fact that they had some dynamite explosions in this area for some really stubborn rock beds that they had to take it apart, even after that they had to do some fine tuning and fine touch with the jackhammer, because the dynamite explosion didn't cover everything. Today is a Sunday, and all those vehicles that you see there are parked, and yeah, they're just parked, and that's why there's no work activity. Other than that, they're working 5 days a week, if I'm not mistaken, except for major holidays like Thanksgiving. They were off. Other than that, every single day the work is moving quickly and rapidly. The street, the dirt road that you see underneath, is the dirt road that is going to be connecting Pointe Parkway to the street behind the old Family Foods, which is now Aventine Housing Project. Lennar Homes, Aventine Housing Project. This is the street that's connecting the two. So basically, for people coming from Pointe Parkway, there will be another path to go to the post office or anywhere. It's going to be public access. Up in the front is the KB Homes. And this is the Dictionary Hill, which is the west side of the housing project. Look at that beautiful sunset. And that is, Sweetwater Lake, followed by Lakeview at Highlands Ranch community, and up top is the Mount St. Miguel, and the far, far away is Rancho San Diego. And this is the project in progress. Now what we will do is we will go and take a glimpse at the Lennar Homes Aventine Housing Project. Now, the Lennar Home Aventine Housing Project didn't have much change. That's why I didn't create any update video. Mostly for the work is basically almost complete, not quite complete, but there wasn't there wasn't major change to qualify for another update. But as you can see, there's like 9 concrete slabs foundations for some homes that haven't been built yet, and the houses that are built in the bottom right corner, they're still incomplete with some quite a few. I mean, there is quite a bit of progress. I shouldn't underestimate the progress, but they're still far from completion. So these streets that you see, the one on the left is Sweetwater Springs Boulevard, and the one at the bottom is Austin Drive, and the post office right across the street. These homes are all, just like the KB homes, these are all equipped with solar panels. Now, the solar panels will help you with your electrical bill, but it will not completely offset your electrical bill. You will still end up paying. Now I'm talking about our own house, which has a solar panel. Maybe if you're not spending too much electricity, maybe you will be paying zero, but most likely you would be still paying some money to the San Diego Gas and Electric. This has nothing to do with your gas bill. Your gas bill will be the same, except for a little reduction on your electricity bill. So since most of these homes are occupied, because of respect and privacy, we won't be flying low at lower elevation on the homes that are occupied. We will only reduce the flight elevation at the homes that are being built or under construction and not occupied yet. And these are those homes. The lot on the right has 6 homes, and right here, these are the homes that they're almost complete, but they still need some more tiles on the roof, and they need some more. They need to have their solar panels installed. These 2 empty lots, I'm not sure if it's going to be empty or like a playground, or are they going to build additional homes? Most likely they're going to build additional homes. Now the bus stop is also right next to these homes, so that's another thing. If you live in this neighborhood, you don't necessarily have to take your car back and forth, because the bus stops right next to your house, and the grocery store is just a mile up north from here, which is let's see, what is it? Albertson. It's an Albertson at this time, but who knows, maybe it will be something else. The building on the right is the post office, and the building up front, far on the top, is the elementary school. That's a nice elementary school with the state-of-the-art equipment. On the right of the post office, further to the right of the post office, is a high school. So if you have kids, high school age kids, this is a good place for you. If you have elementary school age kids, this is a good place for you. The only thing that isn't close by is a middle school. Now that is Mount Helix, and look at that sunset. Oh boy, is that sunset beautiful. Now if you look down below, if you look very, very far, that is Mission Trails. The closer mountain is Mount Helix. That is the high school I was talking about on the left. And that far, far away is El Cajon and La Mesa. And that far away is Rancho San Diego. And then to the right of that is Steel Canyon, including the Steel Canyon High School. Down below are the KB Homes housing project, which ended. The project completed. Construction ended on that. That's Mount San Miguel, and again, this is the KB Homes Crestline housing project, which is all dirt and incomplete. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel if you would like to get more updates, and as a bonus, I'm gonna let you enjoy the sunset until the sun completely sets. So watch it live as it sets. Thank you.